Well, howdy, everybody. Welcome to week 10 here in Fundamentals of Criminal Law. A couple things before we get started on this really brief weekly update. First, I'm not my usual Hawaiian shirt because today is Oktoberfest as I'm filming this on Friday. So today and tomorrow I'll be at my church's Oktoberfest in Galveston. We'll have lots of beer and fun music and all. If y'all are a liking of those, the beer part if you're over 21, but if you like the Oompa music, come on down. A good time will be had by all, and I'll get exhausted because I will be kind of working the whole time as a volunteer for the church. So the other thing that you may kind of wonder, what's going on with your face? It looks worse than normal. Well, I'll give you the actual truth, not the my wife hit me or the cadets beat me up or whatever. The fact is, I was riding my bicycle on the seawall, going along at about a 18-mile-an-hour clip. Went from the seawall part, I went onto the, there's an area that's actually the seawall, and then there's a sidewalk next to it. Generally speaking, that's a smooth transaction. 10-mile long, probably 9.5 miles. It's a very smooth transaction. I went onto the seawall part to pass someone, and coming back, I found one of the very few places where there's a gap wide enough for a bicycle tire to fit into the gap. Stopping my bike, I stopped too, but it wasn't until my face planted on the seawall. So I've got a couple of fractures in one on the sinus wall and a couple in the eye orbit, and it's been an interesting week. I can't run for 2 weeks. You know how hard that is on someone that's run every day for about a year and a half without missing. Now I've got to miss 14 days in a row. When the doctor told me I couldn't run, I guess my face said that's not happy, because he said, I know it's going to be hard for you, but you can't do it. Can't raise your heart rate. So anyway, let me get out of the way and we'll talk briefly about what we've got going on, and then we'll be through. Hang on. So this week we're going to be looking at Title 7 in your Penal Code on the offenses against property. Specifically, we're looking at Chapter 31. So be sure to watch the video and take the quiz, making sure you make at least a 70 on it. Keep in mind that if the video and the quiz will not be visible to you until you have completed the work on the previous chapter. And then once you do, you'll have it, you'll be good to go. Also, you'll need to complete your original post on the discussion questions. Make sure you tell us what you found most interesting. I've had a few people that have left that out. That's 10 easy points. And then you'll need to complete the follow-up post to discussion number 9. Discussion number 9, I think I had 4 or 5 people that didn't do any follow-up post on Chapter 8's discussion, or discussion number 8. Those are easy points. It's more than that. The whole point behind it is it helps you study for the exam. That's the reason I went to this system of discussions instead of the more, I guess more, I don't know, class-related stuff. The grades were slipping. I couldn't get people to actually do the exam reviews. Once I started doing this, the grades actually came up significantly the first 2 semesters of this. So just kind of do it. It's for your own good. So please complete those. That's all I have for you. I told you to be brief, so we're under 5 minutes. I will talk to you again next week. Y'all have a great weekend.